Hello and welcome to Let Me Explain 5, Factorio. For those of you who are new to my channel, the Let Me Explain series is where I pick a random game that I own, or have been given, in such case as this, and I'll play it for a bit, record it, and try and tell you a little bit about the game. How it plays, was it worth money, stuff like that. So hopefully you guys will enjoy this. Okay, so Factorio, what is it? You are stranded on a planet. You are the only survivor of the crash, and your own goal is to get back into space. And in order to do that, in the free play mode, you need to research all the technology that will allow you to produce a rocket, which you can mount and go into space. Haven't got that far, don't know if you can yet. But this game is highly addictive. You start off with just the very basics, a pickaxe, and before you know it, you've started building automated machines, power plants, to power the automated machines, then picking claws, furnaces, then automatic factories with picking claws, picking off raw materials and putting new produced materials back onto the line, and then further down the line you've got another machine picking up a combination of raw materials and produced materials and then giving you an item, and then another claw that's picking that item up and putting it either into another factory or a box. Some of these claws are programmable, some are not, some are quick, some are slow. It's quite interesting to the level which you can create things in this. It's very hard to explain. I've not played a game much like this since SimCity 3000. If you're familiar with SimCity 3000, you might be fairly similar with the concept of this game, except instead of you being in charge of an entire city, you are in charge of yourself and your own factory, which could effectively take up the whole planet. But there are problems with this. The larger your factory gets, the more you will attract unwanted attention from local wildlife, which will inevitably try and eat your face off. However, the autosave function for the game is incredibly good. It has a tendency to save every 5 to 10 minutes, and it doesn't make 1,000,001 files. It just makes 3. So it's very, very easy for you to find the most recent game and go back to where you left off if you forgot to save or if you died, which is quite nice. And there's not really too much to say about the actual core of the game itself, and by that I mean the game engine. It's very basic, it's very stable. I did have some issues recording this game, which was quite odd. I had to tamper with my recording software for about 3 hours on and off while I located the problem. In the end, I think I stumbled across it by accident and completely fucking forgot what it was. Never mind. I got it recorded and it works. And I can honestly say, if you see this come up for sale and you're looking for a SimCity-esque style game, this is really, really worth it. It very much is. If you don't really want to play a multiplayer and you just want a creative single-player game, this is also going to fill that gap in your Steam library. I just want to say thanks, Kartel, for buying this game for me. Joel, man, you're a fucking amazing. I love it. I played this game for what I thought was an hour. I checked my recording. I had 6 hours of footage. Maybe a bit more. But I wasted an entire fucking day and I didn't really get that far. But what that did make me realise is that I got all the mistakes out of the way quite early on in the game. And now when I will inevitably go back and definitely play some more of this, I will be starting afresh, and I know sort of which routes to take, what technologies to research first, and what things to upgrade first, how to build. I mean, my factory is a fucking mess. If you have OCD, this game is for you, because you'll just be going fucking nuts within 2 minutes. You'll be like, I must fix this. This must be in uniform. This must look great. And it did give me a little bit of OCD myself, and I kept thinking to myself, I must have these conveyor belts here, I must have 2, I must have 3 that look... Basically, by the end of the actual game, from where I started to where I got to at this point, the factory looked completely different. I don't think anything was nailed down for longer than 5 minutes. But I am really, really enjoying this game. And as a strategy game, because it sort of has strategy elements to it, it is incredibly interesting. And I'm looking forward to trying out the co-op feature and seeing if there's either some sort of way I can perhaps play against people as well as with them, or whether or not we can ramp up the difficulty and make it really, really, really tough to play. There is one problem though. If you don't clear your conveyor belts quickly enough, as you can see, they start to get gridlocked, which is a problem because my picking arms are actually refueling my furnaces, and without the picking arms being able to have something new put in front of them, they won't pick or place, which means they will run out of fuel. So every now and again you'll see that I come up with ingenious solutions. I will simply build a chest and then just start picking loads of stuff off the line that I'm not currently using and just store it as random raw resource. But yeah, I think I rambled long enough. I really enjoyed the game. It made me piss on an entire fucking day. I mean, I didn't even realise I had been playing it for as long as I had, and I just want to say thank you, Kartel, for buying this game to me. I would really like to get into the co-op and see what we can achieve in this. And I know there's a couple of people on my friends list who have this game. We will all be playing it.